Greetings and salutations, humans. This is Froggy and Friends, and we are playing Adventures in the Fleet. Oh. Okay.
Yep. That's much excitement as we can muster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Little guy already woke up. So, alright. So, last time, you were in a circular room with 5 doors, one of which the door was kind of blasted open. The other ones were slightly ajar, and the 4th one was slightly creaked open. Caris, after Armand had joined your little group, spun around 3 times trying to figure out what was going on. He disappeared. Then Evie disappeared. Then Lyra, Dinan, and Armand held hands. Spun around in 3 times. And after going,
We're so cute.
yeah, going into the harbor of Woe, there was a gibbet with someone that Caris and Lyra knew that had been tortured. Dinan had made them decompose rapidly, and after which Lyra used the key of Nexus and brought everyone to Nexus. Caris had a very interesting conversation with the blacksmith. Dinan got to enjoy having a room to himself, and he gave Lyra, he slipped Lyra a note under the door, thanking her for healing him and pretty much being the nicest thing anyone's ever done for him. Caris also played with the Hellhound puppy, and Lyra and Armand played a game. And then everyone, after they had rested, they went back to Daronia's academy and went through the door. They were greeted by a strange room with different colors and things, and Dinan was the one that figured out the riddle to just kind of walk through the thing that felt like an obstruction. After which you were greeted by a very tall, bald individual who talked kind of fast, introduced himself as Mummiton, as one of the teachers. He definitely was an illusion. You asked him questions. You saw a giant creature that parts of its body were being cut off, and it was being made into the controlling collars. You saw a map of the towers in the city that you just left, with different colors associated with those towers. And then Lyra started having a conversation with Mummiton about how she could not read, and he just pretty much did the Homer Simpson meme, and all you were hearing were, and that is where we ended our session over a month ago.
Yes.
Was not my fault.
Moral of every story.
Nope.
Yep.
Okay. So. So, all of you are hearing a and then you hear Mummiton's voice. Alex, take care of them. And you hear and around a corner, you see these, they're like metal spider legs, gonna, and they're, before the first bend is like less than a foot, and it's attached to a head. I'm Alex. How can I help you? And there's just stitching around a bald head as it's smiling.
Okay, I'm done talking, and someone else take it.
Okay, Alex. Yes, we see your factory floor here, and we're wondering if we could get a in-depth tour
in-depth tour. Follow me. Like starts walking partially up the wall, then down, and like starts tapping on a wall, not a wall, like a door, and it opens up. What would you like to learn? And as the door opens, there's just shelves full of heads that all just turn towards you, and in unison they say, "We're Alex. How may we help you?"
Oh, we've reached the supercomputer and we have lost Neil.
No!
He left us.
Yep. Well,
He couldn't handle the heads. It was too
Yep.
creepy.
that's what it is.
Sorry, Neil. Neil has suddenly vanished. Denon.
No.
Denon!
Denon! He's so stealthy.
Yeah, that's.
He
part of the
lost us.
story.
We lost him. There's more of us together, so
Oh yeah.
we have the losing.
Underwater.
I know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
see, it wasn't bad that
We
Alex
don't-
is here to help
Th-
us.
Yeah, but you don't know. You may have killed us. So I'm always going to be on the
Well,
side of you
okay.
may have
Oh, he's
killed
back.
us.
Hey, can you hear us? Yeah.
Mic
Yeah.
check. Mic check.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Mic check.
All right. Is there a member back in
Okay.
scene?
So, did you hear how all those heads turned saying, "Hi, we're Alex. How can we help you?"
I did now.
Okay then.
Okay.
So, like, there's hundreds of them.
No, there seems to be a creature of some sort that we're using to make all sorts of interesting products. I was wondering if there would be an in-depth process, if we could look at that.
Searching, and so like the Alex that has the legs are starts crawling up the cabinetry, and that head actually slides off and like falls on the ground, and that animatronic one like slides and grabs another one and starts walking towards you. I have the information on the creature, as you put it.
Yes, it's seems to be you're taking bits of it and making looks like small belts or
Oh, the masterful work of Momenton and some of his prize students. How they have made lesser creature controlling devices.
oh, how interesting. Would there be any more documentation that we could read about
it's
this
all up
process?
here. And this like pokes the.
Is do you happen to be able to transcribe? Maybe.
And just like the head's like spinning, like it's almost like it's thinking. It would take some time. What do you want transcribed? Do you want the dimension? And it starts listing off, like, do you want the molecular structure? Do you want the runes? Or, like, and then he just like, talking about the students. And then as he's listing out the students, like, do you want the heights of the students? Because, like, he has all this information of this specific experiment.
We'll just go with the magical qualities and maybe a user instruction manual on.
Oh, user instruction manual is very simple. There is, and then he just starts as he's describing. He's like, and his out of his mouth, this crystal just starts putting like a minor illusion of this like little control device.
Oh, nice.
You just need to have this on your person, and any of the controlling the lesser being controlling devices that have been linked to it, and how you link them is you actually touch them to the ring. that is in the front, and that's how you link it. And then you actually have control over those individuals telepathically.
Oh.
Oh, that was the original model. Sorry. Now it's actually verbal.
Oh, so so we can't. What if there was multiple users of the same lower beings? Can you add a secondary voice?
Adding the secondary voice would be very difficult and would actually be more detrimental to the subject.
Oh.
But no issues. No issues.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the greatest idea. You said it was detrimental to the subject.
I'm talking here with Alex.
Okay, well maybe.
Do you want to see what happens to the subjects when that occurs?
Yes.
Just like a projector screen on the wall. There was two people with the fobs that had purposely touched it to the rings, and then they both gave them different commands, and it was actually someone. It looked like a kind of like a tiefling, with like light blue skin, and first a single tear went down their right eye, and then both eyes started looking the opposite direction, and they just kind of split in half to go the two different ways. And
Let's see.
Oh.
I told you
Okay.
it wasn't a good idea.
Oh.
Is there a way to take away the voice of whoever is currently in control?
Deactivation of the device?
Yes, to deactivate the device.
Searching. And it just keeps spinning, searching. And as its eyes are like flipping up and down as it's spinning. You must have the controlling device on your person, and you must say the specific words associated with that controlling device. And each one has been enchanted to be specific to that device.
Oh, if we ever happen upon one of these lesser beings and want to return the lesser being to its rightful owner, and is there any way we could locate the device so we could know exactly where the owner is?
Location of the device. Mompton had put it in his beyond divine wisdom to that whoever had possession of the controlling device and those individuals, we don't want them to be tracked.
Oh, yes. That's smart. It's very smart. Okay, well, just trying to be good for the school members.
And of course, we'd want to make sure that they weren't tracked. So if we wanted to ensure that didn't happen, what would we need to look out for? Maybe if someone else, if they were trying to find some loophole or something to find the device, we want to make sure that didn't happen. So what should we what should be avoided so that doesn't happen?
What should be avoided so people don't find... I'm unclear of your question.
It's not ChatGPT.
Yeah, basically is.
Huh?
She was trying to treat you like ChatGPT.
Reverse engineer. Okay, well, you're doing so great. You figure it out then.
Okay, well, can we be shown the factory floor and go see what other devices are on?
So he kind of creepily walks by, like past you, with that head still on the ground. The first Alex that you were by.
Can I pick up that one and put him back?
Yeah, and it like its face like contorts and stuff as you're like putting up. Yep.
No, okay.
So you're led down like some stairs that the animatronic's trying to walk down is kind of awkwardly, and a door opens and this large creature is just there, and you're hearing the and like the room's almost like shaking just from its breath. You're by its you're actually by its face, and there's a giant metal band around its eyes and around its mouth. And as if you keep walking, the front legs and hind legs are banded and chained down, and they're taking chunks of the tail. That's where the strange mechanisms are, and putting it on like a conveyor belt, and they're being fashioned together. And as you see that when they're fashioned together, the ring is attached, and the ring is actually coming from another part of the animal that's being fashioned. And you're seeing like bright lights like enchanting as it's going, and then the conveyor belt just goes to a hole in one of the walls.
That's not creepy at all.
Okay, can I inspect the general makeup and see how, like, if there's a bunch of runes or if it's just a mass of metal that's holding it down, like on each leg or mouth? And
you let's see, you can roll an Arcana.
it's an 11 or a natural 20.
Okay. Each of the chain links and each of the banding all has runes carved into them. With the Arcana, you know that the metal that is being used, that is the most. There is mithril in spots. There is adamantine in other places to hold things down. There is metal that some people call it like graviton or something like that. It's a metal that it's hard to get out of the earth because it is drawn down. So it's being held down with a lot of oomph.
Okay. I'm going as we're going to keep walking, and I'm just going to keep kind of adjusting. I'm going to adjust my collar
Okay.
and kind of like, wow, that's really keeping a beast like that is locked down is very interesting in a place like this.
Well, it's necessary to actually get the refined materials from such a creature.
Wow. Okay. Is this the only assembly line that you have in this facility, or is it a larger facility that we could look at? And I'm gonna keep on like kind of slightly hooding and showing the eye.
Yeah. Different things.
Each one of the bands and
Okay.
stuff like that. It's like, yes, some creatures being released. That's you're never gonna have that problem. This is good craftsmanship.
Some of Momatin's finest work, other than ourselves.
Yeah, very, very, very good work. So, about any other parts of the facility?
Other parts of the facility, we would actually have to go chat with the other Alexes. my specialty is this project and this project alone.
Excuse me, Alex. What would happen hypothetically if the person who is with the controller, if they had a collar put on them that was operated by, say, another controller, like what, what hypothetically, of course.
Calculating. In theory, the person who put the collar and had the control module of the one that put on the one that is controlling others, they would have control over the others.
And they would have control over the
lower life forms. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And the other, they would have control over the other controller individual.
It's like yes.
Okay. Cool.
So is there is it just an automated system, or is there, oh, it's just automated.
And as you're closer to it, the automated system, the arms were people's arms.
Oh. Can I make a perception check to just see if there's basically any eyes that would be looking at us?
Yeah.
It's probably smart.
Well, that is 20.
20. You don't see any like floating eyes or anything. Alex is there and he's like looking up with like a creepiest smile on his face. And actually you're kind of noticing like it's almost like they've done plastic surgery on Alex, so they all look kind of like similar to Momatin. With your 20, as you're looking around, you are noticing that the animatronic arms, some of them actually have like 3 arms attached to a single unit with a glowing blue orb that seems to be its vision towards what it's actually working on. And so what it's actually working on, like there's a device in one of their hands to inscribe runes that disappear on the leather band. And then as it's going down the conveyor belt, it just goes into a black void in the wall.
Okay.
Do you have many visitors around here, Alex?
Well, I have not been checked out to help anything in about 1,000, well over 1,000 years.
There wouldn't happen to be like a really interesting area around here would be like, I don't know, maybe where they keep any like records of like visitors or...
That would be Alex with the records.
Oh, cool. I think
Correction. There was someone that they didn't want a tour. That was about 300 years ago.
Oh, that's so interesting. Tell me about that.
As it's like spinning around, that like there is like a little bit of smoke coming out of its right ear. They collected some data.
Oh, was there special data that they learned about that we can know about?
Is difficult to see. Difficult. And it's like it keeps looking at where the conveyor belt goes.
Mm.
The reason I'm saying that is because both of your perception is redonkulous. It's like 18 and 20, so it's like its eye keep fluttering, looking at where it's going.
Okay. Well, I am going to basically watch a few rounds of each little station and see if I can write down or at least make the pictures of each individual rune as they're put on there right before they disappear.
Okay, so the first one is making like 5 bigger runes on the outside, and the next one is intricate ones with the inside of it. So like the next one is you've got larger arms that are holding it, and then you've got smaller like gnomish arms, like going fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
And so, like, there's close to 20 stations.
It would take me like a couple hours.
It would.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but you're going and you're like, you're looking at all these arms, and like there are animatronic ones that are doing some things, but these are humanoid arms, like enchanted to forever do this.
Can we just ask him what the runes are?
There's a lot of them.
That'd be like constant strings of it. I was trying to get
it's
to
data.
Well,
yeah. I'd like speak to her in my mind. Do you think we should take one of these? Take like maybe a collar? Or do you think we'll be able to get one out of here like later? Because you that's a good question. That was a good question before. That was good, but
yes, we should, but I think we should do some more snooping first.
okay. Alright. Okay.
And I'm gonna say the same thing to Denon.
Okay.
In his mind.
And Evie's just kind of like.
I forgot about her.
She's just like. So where are you going, towards the end of the assembly line at the moment, or did you just kind of go back?
Well, I did move back up towards the front to just like make my way back down. So I would have been slowly making my way back.
The black hole is going
Okay.
to, the black teleportation hole.
It seemed like he didn't want to say too much about the changes or research. I'll ask.
Didn't
That's probably
want
be
to
safer.
or couldn't.
That may be
This
the
is
same.
our mind conversation.
That may be the same thing. That may be the same thing. Okay. Wow, that's an interesting hole. And you guys must have a lot of storage. Is that an extra-dimensional plane, or is that like a new?
There is an extra dimensional plane. So are you by this? Asking Alex. Are you by that area?
Yeah, we probably would. Yeah.
Is it by like we'd be going
Down
towards
the
the
end of
stairs, right?
Well, you came from the stairs. You had to you had to walk by this entire animal.
Okay.
So you're walking down this assembly line, and if you're following the assembly line to that hole, asking this question. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're getting closer, the black void that it's going into, there's a space that there's another black void behind it that the things are not going into.
That they are not going into?
They're going into a different black void than what was originally
Seems
designed.
like somebody cut it off.
And is putting it
Oh.
in another place.
Interesting.
Okay, somebody made alterations here. Okay.
We should probably go to the records.
Yeah, let's go to the Hall of Alex.
Oh, yes. Alex, please take us back to the other Alexes, if you would not mind.
Okay.
You see that, Dennis?
So
Creepy.
Okay, alright, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Even for him, that's yeah.
Let's shiver.
Okay. So as you're all walking up the steps, can you guys plug your ears?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay. In your head, Dinan, you hear, "Darling, my love, where were you last night? I couldn't see you."
Oh, that's Lolth, isn't it? Oh, that's Lolth, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I tell her. We, we, we had to escape a situation, and we were secreted away to our mom's house.
Oh, so you
My queen,
visited
my love.
Nexus without me. I won't hold it against you, but you did call her
Not-
queen. Don't do that again. I'm the only queen that is, or ever will be. Strike one, but I forgive you. For now.
Yes, my queen. I am humbled by your grandeur and your kindness. Thank you, my queen.
Oh. You're welcome. Enjoy your next breaths. You can listen again.
Hmm?
You can listen again.
Okay.
So as you're going up the steps back to the room with the Alexes. So the one that's on the ground, that was put back.
Mm-hmm.
How may we be of service?
Well, I would find it so interesting, like, if, we were talking about if visitors ever come here, and Alex said something about, someone came in, like, 300 years ago to get some data, and I love data. That's interesting stuff right there is data. Would you happen to know what they...
We do have
collected?
that data, but do you have access to said data?
Oh, well, I mean, of course.
Roll a deception.
Wait, I'm using your D20. I'm not taking any. Okay, I got a +4. This could be good.
Oh.
Okay, 15.
Oh, Neil's gone again.
Yep.
Ugh, lost him again.
Again.
Neil!
Neil.
Neil!
Neil. No, get back up. Neil.
I wouldn't happen to have, like, a. What would it be called?
Look, you're back.
I'm back.
Inspiration.
No, like, what do you call it when you can roll
Advantage?
twice? Advantage, yeah.
No.
No.
No. No.
So what was the
15.
number? 15. It does not seem you have access to that
Really?
data at this time.
I thought I did. That's crazy. Man, the higher ups switching stuff around on me.
Intriguing. How, and then they all say in use, how may we be of service?
Oh, the other parts of the facility. The tour.
So the one that you placed back up there gets the animatronic legs and just starts going through the tour again. It starts at the beginning and it shows you everything again, and then it goes by. You're seeing that the engineering students that once were, you kind of look at them and some of them don't have arms, yet they seem to have been working. Then there you see the Tarask that and all that, and you also see a map and of those towers with all the different colors.
Okay. Tour again? Okay. That's it.
And then it goes to the room of the Alexes, and then we could go to what the students have made, but that's nothing to the grandeur of what Mummiton has.
Well, it's always good to learn from others' mistakes.
True. So that just kind of goes to and this door opens, and there's just, it slowly creaks open. And it's like pushing something that's in front of it,
Oh gosh.
and it looks like there's dried students that tried to get out.
Like the door was locked and they were pressing their butt. Okay.
Oh, someone had a party in here.
Oh. I'll have to get a hold of the cleaning crew. It's about 1,000 years ago when they were still around. Oh well. And it's just crawling over the dead bodies, and as the light starts going.
I'm gonna
going
slightly like take a few of the bones and jam them under the door
So it can't.
so it can't close.
Okay. So and so like Evie is like, oh gosh.
They're already. It's okay. What this? Remember, it's not as bad as the squishy room.
And so there were tables set up with different devices, but the devices were broken apart and they were trying to escape. It looks like they destroyed their own work. Oh well, no big loss.
Too bad. Okay, well, I mean, if that's it, I don't see any like crudely scratched into walls, like dying throes of.
Oh, there's a lot of that.
It's not like this is Mummiton's internet password. None of that. Okay, all right.
No, this is like this is Frederick's last words scribed on this wall. I have made such a grand mistake coming here. The horrors that I have helped bend upon creation, I am forever sorry.
Okay, well, I think this is. Mistakes were definitely made. We ready to go? Right?
Yeah, Alex, do you have any way, like, if I wanted to call someone, on the outside, like, do you have any way that you could, talk to people other than here?
That was actually part of Mummiton's original plan with us Alexes.
Oh.
We were all going to be linked around the planet, multiple more Alexes being created, and we could communicate and aid everyone who had one.
Oh, and that didn't gonna happen?
Sadly, no. I do not have the data on what actually occurred.
Now that would be interesting to see what he's working on. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to meet with Mummiton?
Oh.
Um,
Well, I mean, if he's busy, like...
Oh, he loves to entertain.
Oh, maybe...
And you're seeing, like...
That's a good idea.
And as you're going, like, an area kind of manifests. It was a wall. And there's, like, pillars and light. And it's getting, like, brighter and brighter as you're going to this grandiose entrance to this office.
Oh.
okay.
You shouldn't go in there. This is a bad idea.
You
So
know,
he's actually in there, huh? The Mummiton?
For the information that I have.
Oh. When's the last time you talked to him?
well over 1,000 years.
Hmm,
So he's probably very busy.
probably. I don't know what to do. You think he's still in there? Think he's still alive?
I mean, he looked like a human to me, so.
Yeah, but he's the bad wizard, so they can probably do all kinds of weird stuff.
You can talk in your mind.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what that's this
Okay,
mind.
We're
okay.
still whispering. This is new to us.
This is mind
Oh, okay,
whispering.
okay. I'm just making sure because
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is our.
Okay.
Sorry.
Is there a door we haven't opened, though?
Are you saying that to me?
Yeah.
A door we haven't opened?
Yeah.
There's one more door of the 5.
No, I mean, is there a door that we haven't seen and haven't opened? Like
Yes.
we've gone through every single door that we've seen.
There was like the map one, like it was a 3-dimensional map of the city with the towers.
Okay. Do you want to go look at?
Yeah, how about we take a rain check on
Let's
this?
not bother
maybe?
him.
Yeah, I'd really hate to bother.
It's
him
like the
right now.
doors were opening and they slowly start to shut again, and the lights start to dim.
I'm just gonna make a note. Like, okay, talk to Alex. 1,000 years. Okay, and just okay. We'll give this. Make sure the boys don't. Okay. Yeah, we'll just. That map was really interesting, Alex.
Oh, well, I'll get Alex to explain it to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Denon, you don't know anything about Mummerton or anything, right? You don't.
Brain.
Can I roll history or something?
You totally can.
Oh wow. Okay. 24.
Nice.
Okay.
You, in your extremely limited knowledge of the outside world, somehow heard of the horrors that Mummerton wreaked on multiple different planes of existence. How he, with other, mostly his
I would
students,
relay that to
yeah, and he kidnapped thousands of people named Alex, and they didn't know why.
Just literally people named Alex.
Okay.
It would have been Alexa, but it's they chose.
He had a thing for people named Alex.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go look at that map.
Yeah, it's map. It's map time, right? Yeah.
Okay, so you
Cartography, I think.
yeah, so you
Um,
you actually enter this room, and the map is a three-dimensional model of the city, but it looks far different. It doesn't have there is no peak in the center. There is actually no harbor. It is a singular city. So there's no, in essence, what the harbor is a crater inside the city.
Hmm.
So you've got all these different towers and things, and as you're looking at it, towers are coming out of the side of other towers, and things are moving.
And you said there was different colored towers.
Mhm.
Okay. Do I still have that map that originally we got in there with the light? And
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been too long so that you
No.
can't see the.
I know. I mean, I don't need it out, but I was just saying that. Do I originally? It's have it for stories. Yes, excellent. Cool.
And you still have that.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yep. I forget. All right. Yep. Psycho scribbling. Okay. I'm basically going to look at this.
Okay.
And trying to piece and parcel the different colored towers
Okay.
and line them up with what's there, and
Okay.
if there isn't anything there, or if there's any
It's pretty easy to kind of
overlay.
It's the bronze, the green, and the. I have to look at that again to see the number
Okay.
of towers that are on that one. One, two, four. Okay.
Just remembering back a few years.
Yeah, it's just a few years, whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, so the green tower, the the black, the bronze, and the silver are still there. There were actually far more towers than just the colors I had listed off, but those are the other ones that are still there. So you've got the green, the black, the bronze.
and silver.
Yes. You can roll an intelligence if you'd like.
Intelligence.
Check. Yeah.
Okay. 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough. There's enough colors. Those are all the different types of dragons.
Oh.
Okay, so seems like it can keep out green, black, bronze, silver, and that was it. Just 4 towers still remain. So I'm thinking to them, I'm like, okay, I think these remaining towers are what dragons can be kept out. Maybe more.
Are you communicating with Evie too? Because you have to talk to each person and say the exact same thing because you don't have mass. Well, actually, you do. He does not.
Mm.
Yep.
So he can't join in the call if I start it?
No.
No, it has to be just from me
So
too.
okay, so your telepathy is just so you know is exactly like a pit fiend. So you are a general of Nexus, so you can give mass commands, and then you get
Oh.
directly back to make sure on the battlefield information isn't lost to the enemy.
Cool.
But you can only do that to 120 feet.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm like, what I'm thinking, like, you may need to tell everybody. Okay, I just repeat just a green, black, bronze, silver,
Okay,
And
I'm repeating the information to everyone.
and I would think like since the Emerald Empress, and she was like, and she's a green dragon.
Yeah.
And then Murdoch's dragon was a black dragon, and he wasn't able to get in. So, like that stands kind of reason. Maybe there's also like bronze and silver dragons around. Like I don't know.
So I repeat this to Denon and Evie.
Oh, hi, Ken.
Yeah. You got something to say?
Yes, there was a blue dragon a few years ago that tried to enter and wasn't allowed in either. And no dragonborn can get in. Your Highness.
I'm gonna notice the face. I'm like, what?
Oh,
What did
it's pure-tude. Pure-tude.
Was that
I relay the
okay? All right.
information
Oh.
to
Oh.
him and Denon.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, so it was all dragon and affiliate dragons. Wonder if kobolds. Any stories of kobolds? You want to talk to Evie about kobolds, maybe?
You know, can't you talk into her mind?
If you heard anything about kobolds?
Oh, hi again. Let's see. Kobolds.
I can't listen in.
Kobolds.
can I?
No, but you're
Dang it.
totally seeing her facial features. Like she glances at you for a second, and they're like, actually, no. There's usually not any kobolds, and if they're brought into the harbor, they're actually usually outside of the area before they're sold.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right. This is. Okay. Alex, these are beautiful towers.
Beautiful. Greatest
Best towers.
towers.
Great towers.
Greatest towers ever. Had to do it, sorry.
It's the appropriate day for it.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Did Mummiton make these towers too?
A matter of fact, he did.
Wow. Is there like a story like that we could tell people about, like how cool Mummiton is and how through years of research he figured out that blah makes towers and it keeps out all the blah, and
Well, he does have a lecture actually specifically about this. Would you actually want to be signed up for that class?
Oh, the class. When does that happen?
Oh, well, once you sign up for the class, it will occur for you.
That means Mummiton again, doesn't it?
Maybe.
We're scared of Mummiton, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is.
Maybe we will do that when we.
Wow. They're so cool. What if, like, happenstance? Like, what if, and I'm gonna look around, I'm like, okay, so what if somehow this tower, and I'm gonna go all the towers that are missing over them, and this tower, and somehow they got knocked down, like by, I don't know, there's probably no way that it could happen, but how did Mummiton, he know that only a few towers could hold up his magnificent shield?
That's a very intriguing question. Mummiton. And you're hearing like a reverberation in his voice, and you're like, you both can kind of hear, because the doors open, you hear all the Alexes, Mummiton.
We're asking questions this whole time.
And so the illusion starts walking down the steps. Well, you really should sign up for my class if you have such questions.
You are Mummiton?
I'm a rendition of the great
Oh.
and grandiose Mummiton.
Okay. Yeah, when is your next class?
Well, once you sign up. Alex, could you check my itinerary? And like that, Alex, like the head falls to the side and the thing goes to grab another Alex to come back. It looks like your schedule is clear for the rest of the day, sir.
Assuming balding with glasses and a comb over.
The
The new one.
nope.
Okay.
They're all bald with stitching on the head, and the eyes. It looks like there has been dye put in some of the irises to make them all match.
Oh, okay.
What did this dude have for an Alex? I don't know.
It's and the funny thing is that they all look kind of like him.
Was his name originally Alex? I don't know. Something odd going on here.
So are you going to sign up? I could do a lecture for you today.
Oh, yeah. What's the sign up look like? Is it is it really wordy with a bunch of extra clauses and stuff in there, you know?
This is not a
This is
pact. This is
Oh.
you signing up for a class, being that you are students, correct?
Right, yes. Sure, I'd love to attend a class. Wouldn't you like to attend a class? Let's all attend a class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, splendid. And so like the Alex like lifts and like an illusionary like thing that you just kind of have to like push like your thumb on, and it just just sparks green, and it just adds your it's like a roll call for just more than one
Okay.
person that's all signing up for the class.
Okay.
And he's like, 4 students for today. Like just little like fireworks. You're kind of finding out that Mummington really into himself, and he's probably like super competitive against all the other teachers that used to be. Then he starts going into the lecture. Now, the tower system was originally put down to make sure that the oppressive force of the dragons could not mess with our fine city or our academy. And so what we did is we painstakingly hunted down and collected different aspects of dragon kind to prevent them from entering. The towers themselves, when they were originally activated, they were extremely powerful. The enchantment will not dwindle in any way, shape, or form as long as all of them, or some of them, are there. And he just kind of goes into like the most boring, like how the tower structure was like enchanted. Like they had to make sure they had the right stone and everything for the right light reflecting, because he's just like, I want to make sure that when you go by it, you can actually see your face in it. And
I'm taking down structural notes.
okay, you're finding out that it's very much like a wizard tower, like the magical. It's just a cylinder going up. Within each one is a different obstacle course to prevent individuals from getting to the core of it.
Interesting.
And if you recall, there is no entrances to the towers, no windows or anything.
I'm asking about inspectors.
Inspectors?
Inspectors and cleaners and people. Do you have anybody who goes up and routinely checks on, like
Maintenance,
janitors,
yeah.
maintenance?
That's what unseen servants are for. Maintenance.
Okay, all right. That's smart. That's so smart.
Yes, I am.
Yes, okay.
So, Alex did bring up that you wanted to hear a story. Of which tower would you like to hear?
It's more of a story. It's like, well,
It's awesome how Carice turned into like a teenage.
I know.
It's-
Excuse me.
well, if you had like a lot of them, like the towers, if they got like exploded or something, how would you know how many you needed to power it? Like,
If one,
that's a lot of dragons, and dragons are pretty powerful. Not as powerful as you, but they're an annoyance.
they're an
and-
extreme annoyance.
Like, so if I was going to get and help build another area to protect a new school or something, or
building another system,
like, how many would I need?
you need the same. You need artifacts from every single type of dragon to prevent all of them. Once you actually do have all of them in,
Okay.
Mhm.
once you actually have them all built and everything, once it is finalized in your enchantment, they could knock down every single one of those towers except for one, and the enchantment will still last.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool.
Interesting.
How would they even knock them down? Like, you built them, so like, I mean, like, anything that's so complicated, I know that, but sometimes you make it so good that it has that one weakness. Like,
Well, surely not.
I know, but
right?
sometimes, like, you can't help it, And like I know when I make stuff, it has a slight like not.
I mean, if it did, he would have a great excuse for that.
Oh, it's
because-
probably a way to fix it in the future. It's probably
Yeah.
A major natural disaster.
a major natural disaster.
And then usually I would be notified to fix said
Oh,
occurrence.
okay.
It's a very
Well,
specific question.
oh, you got a notification? That's cool. That's cool. It automatically puts out a notification if one gets knocked down.
I would get notified.
That was my next question.
Okay.
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 Um,
Oh.
Can I come to your office like every other day and just like ask you questions?
Yes, what's your name by chance?
You don't need to know me. You're too busy. You have too many
Well,
students.
if you're going to be in my office.
Well, that's how we make a relationship. It's further. It's further down the line. Just call me lowly student right
Alex, put Alex on the schedule to visit my office.
now. Okay.
And he just kind of starts walking straight into the steps. Just disappears.
Okay, I think we should go.
Yeah.
I showed Ivan about this, but I think we should go.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Okay, we'll figure out how to get that Tarask out of here. But I think he looked pretty cool. Tarask looked pretty cool. Did you know that was one? Did you?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, we should get out of here. Should we try to steal one of those collars though?
Well, do you think there's more slavers, and when they die, they got more collars to go around, so we could just get one of those? And they're probably not as like creepy, murdery, spider death bots around the corner.
Yeah, we can always come back, right?
Yeah, there's
okay.
probably always a way to come back.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Denon, you don't have any crazy ideas that would get us killed or anything?
So Dan at this moment looks like a scolded child, kind of almost a little pale, sweaty. He walks very pointedly past Lyra without looking at her any contact, and walks very close up to Chris and whispers in his ear, I got this. And with a 19 sleight of hand, I slide it into his bag.
You have a collar.
Oh. Wow.
And then he just stands like with at least 6 feet between him and Lyra.
Yep.
I saw him put it in.
Yes, I knew you'd see it.
Yeah, I know.
But you did not see him take it. You have no
No.
clue when he got it.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm here for you.
Yeah.
That's. I'm gonna be mumbling like that's right. That's right. Yes. Teamwork. See this?
So, so where are you gonna go?
I guess we're gonna exit and go back out.
There's no door behind you when you entered.
Okay.
Alex.
Yes?
How do we get out of here?
Well, you have to have your one-on-one meeting with Mamaton.
Oh. Just him? Or all of us?
Well,
No, I was just coming back later after classes, after the future classes.
oh, that's fine. But you're still on your original tour, it seems.
Tour means
Right.
meeting with him? That seems awfully presumptuous of having a
you-
tour meet with him.
You had already had meetings with the other professors. At least that's what you're carrying.
Yes.
Yeah,
True.
but you saw he was busy. He has to have a approximation of himself to. We talked to him. He seems great.
That was only his illusion.
Well, yeah, I mean, He must be really busy though. If his illusion is so busy, he's got to be like super busy. So I would feel awful if we disturbed him during this busy time. So we could just come back later sometime when he's not busy. Yeah.
Do you have any classes right now?
I
Do you
Roll a deception.
Who's rolling?
You are.
oh.
You're not getting like I'm not gonna give you
I-
advantage or anything. Just a
This
straight.
one.
Okay, because I think I just have. This is the only one
I know
have.
I've got the better deception.
I know.
It should be me.
I mean, I'm guaranteed to have a 12,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm using the D12 to add.
Oh, you're
on.
gonna spend one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 12. So 24 total.
24. Well, if you have classes, why did you come here?
You have to sign up for all your classes to get a full load. You have to go around the whole facility.
Well, you need to sign up. Like it's like starting to smoke because you did not sign up with Momentum directly. That's how you get your classes. It's just it's tweaking out because the way you're finding out that the way the system works. Like after you go through have all the meetings with the professors, then you sign up then you get your classes
Mm-hmm.
because you have a one-on-one meeting with every single one of the professors. And you don't even know what happens in those meetings anyway. So
Yeah. I mean, transfer students are.
well, I don't have authority to let anyone out of this wing of the academy. Only Momentum does.
Momentum's approximation, or like do we?
Momentum.
Oh.
You guys, if you recall, you've gotten a key at every single one of the doors that allowed you to exit. Having it on your person.
Okay. I don't think we're gonna get we have our way out of this.
So what, we gotta meet with Momentum? Is that what we're saying?
Maybe Momentum. I don't know. He may be like the students because it's I don't know.
Well, what other options do we have?
I don't think we have many.
Maybe we can go through that
I
hole
have-
in the wall.
I have a bag of rats.
Maybe we can go through that hole in the wall.
To the evil place where they keep all the things. What if it's just an extra dimensional plane? We just suffocate to death. What if it's just another entrance to a bag of holding and we're just dead? Good job, yay! We suffocate with collars.
I just spitballing, okay? I'm throwing out more ideas. More ideas than you.
Denon.
Had to agree
Okay.
to meet with them.
Shh. I'm talking to Denon. I'm talking to Denon. Denon, we have to vote, and I'm gonna meet with Mama Ten. Or her idea is a jump in a hole in the wall.
Is
That-
another
the extra dimensional plane.
Sorry, I can't
Yep.
hear.
And then I'm gonna say the same
meet
thing.
with him. I'll jump in the hole.
So we have one for hole. Okay, Evie. We're gonna her idea is hole in the wall. We jump the extra dimensional space. Or ooh, you could just make it just explode.
What?
Extra dimensional space in an extra dimensional space.
Yep.
Kaboom.
If that's what it is.
Okay, all right.
But we don't know where that goes.
I know.
It would probably be a good idea to know where that goes at some point.
Okay, where's it? Is So what's your vote? We're a team.
Well, does anyone have like a familiar or something similar?
I got a bag of rats. I don't know. It's just I don't think. Hold on. Let me. Hey. Can you make a familiar? Like,
Don't I have a dog?
Mm-hmm. You have an item.
Well, am I gonna send the dog into the void?
Mm-hmm.
I can't. What if he dies? You put them all in here, didn't you?
No, I didn't get that one in there.
You look at that one.
The companion
Yep.
collar.
That's awful.
Oh, don't worry.
It's
I
just a
can't
bonus
send-
action, and you can summon him, right? Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
Can I get him back in case? Summon a spectral companion that appears. Okay. Feels its light remains until dismissed or until you remove the band. It's not considered to be a creature. Does not occupy space. Does not require food or water. Is friendly towards you and other creatures. Your choice.
Not considered a creature, so it's not actually the dog.
Moving through objects as necessary. In order to do so, companion wears spectral copy.
Okay, so as you're concentrating, actually looking at this, Denon disappeared, and he went.
What did you say
And
to
he
him?
he
Actually,
he
did we
tied-
notice that he disappeared?
You noticed, but he tied it off. He tied a rope off, and he jumped into the hole.
What did you say to him?
I told him to vote.
So he ties it off
Just
to actually one of the last automaton, and so just this rope goes it just goes straight.
Pull it back up. Pull it back up. Pull it back up.
It's 100 feet of rope, man.
Yep.
You're not gonna help me.
So it's taut as you're pulling in. Now, Denon, you jump and you slam like face first on a wooden floor,
Oh.
and there are loads of those.
19 perception.
Yep. Okay. 19 perception. Fantastic. As you look up, there are small. It's really off-putting because they're gnomes or halflings that have been in the dark for a really long time. They're very shallow, like sunken eyes. They're picking up the collars and actually putting them in like velveted boxes, and they like see you. And this is as you're being pulled back through the void. That's the last thing that they see. He's like,
Just Mission Impossible.
Yep.
Actually, he would be like,
Yeah. So in essence, what you just saw was like a sweatshop, them taking these collars and putting them into boxes. You did get a 19.
I relay this information.
Okay, so
We
it
can
is.
Pull him back up.
So you went into the first void.
Oh.
That's it's actually going into at the moment. That's the one you went into. With your 19, you also saw that it is a pretty large room, and there are stacks of those velveted boxes, and there is a door behind it that had. There was a door behind it, and there was a trap door above. So.
Interesting.
You got a 19. So there was.
You said there's another.
Yep, there's another void behind this one that isn't being used at the moment. The one that is not being used is built into the wall. This one is just hovering there.
But you can't get to the other one.
You can.
Oh, we can get to
There's
the
like
other
2 feet.
one. Are we being watched right now? Is Alex still here? Or did anyone think to dismiss Alex?
I'm tied off to Alex, aren't I?
No, you're tied off to a different automaton that was actually doing the final, it polished the ring, and then it put it back onto the conveyor belt to go into the void. So Alex followed you guys there and like, oh, that is one way to check a hypothesis.
We love science, you know. Really interesting.
Okay.
So,
Why would you just jump in there? Why'd you just... You just don't just jump. You don't... We were voting. There was a vote type thing. I'm the leader.
You said,
so
it seems like you wanted to know.
I did. What? Okay. So, just... What'd the door look like?
I'll go with the other one.
Wait, Jumpy Jumperson. Wait, do we want him to go in the other door?
I mean,
Do you want to go in the other door?
I don't really want anything. If you need me to do this, I'll do it.
That's not,
There are small people in this one. Real small packing boxes.
Okay. Is there a way out the door?
Alex, can you go away?
Well, if I go away, how may I be of service?
well,
I don't need service.
Well, as Alex, I'm always here, always listening, always making sure that your needs are met.
well,
He's good.
Okay.
I need to use the restroom, Alex. So, could you show me where the restroom is?
Oh, gladly. It starts leading you.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Just, Evie, go,
Yeah.
girls,
Go with.
girls, go.
I don't want to.
This is powder.
Does the queen need anything?
Okay, it's, Dylan. Okay, I know you don't want to, but if there was like, if there was like a kid like you who was your friend, you had a friend, and he said that he didn't care which hole he jumped into, or a bridge. He didn't care which bridge he jumped off of. How would you want him to be? This isn't time for therapy.
I never knew any other kids.
Okay.
I mostly just got thrown into alternate dimensions where I had to fight my life for days on end.
Yeah, I kind of get.
I'm just gonna go in the board.
You just gonna go into it?
Okay.
Do you? You didn't specify that you retied off the rope. So as you jump through, the rope touches the other portal and gets severed
Oh no.
because it's an extra.
Yeah, it would have been.
So as you go through the void, you see the rope drop to the ground with
Oh no.
60 some feet just there. What's your constitution modifier, Dylan?
Two.
Okay. You are drenched. You have 2 minutes of air. So as you're swimming, you are in a salty expanse, there is an automaton stuck to the stone right next to you, and then you're above you. There's this giant hole in this stone structure, but you're in the middle of water.
I swim to the giant hole.
You swim back to the hole.
Is that like above the water?
It's in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, you go back and you back out, and he is drenched.
Thank God.
I'm just standing there with like pulling my rope out of my bag.
Yep.
It's a lot of
Like,
water.
okay, that's you gotta just gotta you have to. There's planning. There's this is why we vote. It's a voting thing. I tried to.
Did I see anything else?
While you were there,
I'm sorry. I rolled 18.
18. Okay, so as you were in there, you did see like.
Perception.
Okay, so perception. You saw some of those collars with algae on it piled in the corner of the stone structure. There were some sea life moving around, but outside of that stone structure, there were lights on the wall, like arcane lights in like sconces. But where that large hole was in the stone structure, it looked very black. And the stone room that you were in was probably like 100 by 100 foot. So it was a very large room.
I relay this to Riss, along with my deep, heartfelt apologies, and I look again like an extremely scolded child.
Okay, so Lyra and Evie, as you're led to the facilities, you are brought to a room. There are 2 rooms, and the door just kind of opens up, and there's a hole.
Oh.
And then a tongue laps and licks the lid.
Wow, this is the toilet paper. You got any extra toilet paper or anything?
Not needed.
You know.
We repurposed the mimic.
Say, do you have any like that, like, you know, any kind of like perfuming stuff that would, you know, help? Because I'm just putting a warning out there.
Perfuming.
Yeah, you know, to help mask the smell.
Well, if you're at this school, you should at least have some cantrips like that should be able to take care of that. Maybe a good practice for you. I'll wait. And he just kind of is outside of the.
Okay.
and
it
Evie's
might be a while, so yeah, just it might not be too good in here. So.
And then Evie, in your mind, do you need help?
No. Why don't you keep him distracted?
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna be in the room with the door shut, just standing like as far away from the hole as I can.
Okay.
Just every once in a while, like, oh, you're not gonna want to come in here after this. This is
Okay.
might take a while.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stall for as long as I can.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go, since he's not there, I'm gonna go look more closely at the Tarrasque and see. like see if there's like looks like there's like a control room or anything like for the conveyor belts and all that. It's like if there's any
Okay.
overarching like infrastructure, like
Okay, the conveyor belt isn't even a mechanism. It's just a belt that is hovering there and going at a very slow pace.
okay, it's all magic.
Mhm.
It's all don't need a monitor if it's magic. Don't need buttons if it's magic. Magic. Everything's magic. Okay. What is? Okay.
It is a conveyor belt. Remember, like, have you ever? I don't need to be. No, I'll let you guys.
Like it rolls. Yeah. Are you? Okay. So does each individual piece have a roller? Is it?
There's no roller. It's just hovering there. A giant belt. Just
Okay. Okay.
like literally, it's just they don't need the belt. They could just have everything hovering, but it's almost like they're
Yeah.
showing off.
Like look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's float. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can use. I'm going to like pull out my leg sending stone
Okay.
and basically be like, hey, there's this Trask. I'm just trying to help it out, and then I'm just gonna like kind of shoddily describe what runes and stuff, and like, yeah, adamantine, you know, gravid steel or whatever it is, you know, mithril. It's got all the stuff, and they're just, is there any, you know how to like, can you like maybe teleport from like, do I need to like, do you know like a thing I could do, maybe teleport this thing out of here? Or...
Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So, oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Okay. So I'll get back to you. Best of luck. Oh.
Wharf master. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna take the crowbar. Just pry on it a little.
What exactly are you how can you pry against something that's floating?
No, the Trask.
Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna have roll a strength check with advantage because that's the way the crowbar works.
I need to beat a 45.
And I'm just in the bathroom like, ooh, I don't remember eating that.
and then Evie actually knocks on the door and making very not awesome comments.
It's an 18.
An 18. The crowbar like almost slips out of your hands, but you're noticing that the Trask's flesh has started to grow around.
Oh, he's been here for a while. This is bullcrap. This is bullcrap. I let you out.
And so like the eyes like blinking, like looking around like.
You guys talk to him. Talk to Ivan.
What am I? I can't talk to Ivan.
I don't know how this works. I have an eye on my shoulder.
You have an eye on your shoulder?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I thought you knew this. Okay. Groovy.
Oh my god.
What?
I don't know. Just look. Can you see this?
Are you summoning me?
No.
I'm busy trying to look for Evie.
Oh.
Oh my god.
She's found her.
What?
sorry.
Oh.
Thanks. Thank you for your
When did you find her?
hours ago.
Ah.
Per se.
It's been well over a day.
Yeah.
That's hours.
Yes.
That's just a multiple of hours. But anyway,
You're not
Thank
very
you.
long, technically.
So happy you found her.
You remember how I released you and it's bad to keep things locked up and slaved? Look at this.
So you're summoning me there?
No! I asked if you could see this.
If you summon me there, I can see it.
Well,
Or you could describe what you're looking at.
Okay. All right. Okay. So there's a Tarask, of course. We'll just get that.
What?
We'll get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Seems sleepy. Tarask. Okay. But mouth and eyes are covered with apparently adamantine, mithril, gravitron. Some runes on it. His feet are locked down. It seems like he's been here for a while. His skin's kind of grown around it. Do you know anything about? I know we're sneaky.
Well,
I know how to pick locks, but
I do have some ideas how that Tarask could be fun against some hordes of the Abyss.
see. Now we're thinking. And maybe eat that guy that you don't like.
That's part of your deal.
Yeah, but if I get a Tarask, I did that, so deal. Right?
Do you remember where he was? It wasn't in the pact where he was.
Yeah, I know. No.
So you're gonna set the Tarask loose where he is?
Once I find him?
I know where he is.
You never said that. Nope. Deal's done.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Not again.
Jumping through portals again.
He is. This is
Yep.
the real representation of that. He'll come back eventually.
Hopefully.
Oh, no. It's just. Guess it's still on mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could
Yay.
really get some brownie points if we got that.
Yeah. With who?
Oh yeah, you haven't pledged loyalty yet. That makes things a little difficult. Well, I'm glad you found Evie.
Well, you helped.
Right.
You're always there for me, so. Right? That's how this works.
Oh.
I don't know. We're friends.
Your definition of friend is very interesting.
I don't
So-
have many, so.
I can see why. So, what are you exactly wanting right now? I've got to. I can't see what you're talking about. You described it. That there's a Tarask. And it's being held down by adamantine, graviton, and mithril.
Mm-hmm. Pretty ruins. Yeah.
I was guessing it was going to be magic. Yes.
Magic, yeah.
Yep.
So, you're the expert.
I'm not an expert. I'm an expert assassin.
You said you knew you could do something. You could figure something out.
Yeah, if I have some time. Like, you want me to do it right now?
No, but you didn't give me an option of right now. I mean,
I could, like, maybe pull in some favors, but I'm like, I have to know if it's even possible, so I could ask. But that means I have to go back to the 6th layer and have a conversation.
Can I send a mind message to him while I'm in
No.
the other room?
So that's too far away.
Dang it.
Unless you had sending, and I don't think you do.
I don't think
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure I don't.
Nope.
But you could communicate with Evie to go.
go check on the boys.
Yeah. I'll tell her to go check on you guys
You
and
see-
make sure he stays here.
I mean, just mumbling in the corner by like standing on the foot of a giant Tarrasque, basically. Like pacing
I'm
back
so
and forth.
sorry, Alex, but Miss Lyra needs me to get her hemorrhoid cream. Alex is like,
I was like, oh, what
And she-
does that color mean?
and like she was like super loud about it. So she comes back and you're like standing on the foot of the Tarrasque. Remember how you actually talk to Groovy? You're like shadow engulfs you, and so you're like an emo kid like in the corner of the Tarrasque's foot, and she's like, "What the heck are you doing?"
Huh?
Wait, lost Neil again. Oh,
He's back!
He's
Yay!
back.
He's
Okay.
back from outer space.
Okay. One second. I gotta. So what are we saying? Do I need to like? Do I need to like summon you here? Like what? Just
If that's what you're wanting to do, that would be part of the pact. So you'd be using another one of your summonings, and then I would be there for an hour. I could look at it, but then what?
we get it.
You and me get the Tarrasque out of a big room?
You said you had things and you could go to the 6th level
I'd have
and 6th floor and like
I have to go to the 6th layer of
talk
hell
to the manager.
to talk to my higher ups and actually possibly get a plan. This is not an easy thing. If something's holding a Tarrasque,
So you want to hang out or what?
I'll get back to you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And so that your eye on your shoulder starts itching a little bit.
What now? You want to say something?
You do realize that time works differently where you are, right?
Yeah.
I'm a little busy. You're hearing like I'm a little busy, and he shows you what he's doing. Like he's chasing these people, and like one of them is like, ah! Pff, totally gets disintegrated. Huh. They'll never be the same. So you found a Tarrasque, quite an interesting creature. Why are you showing me?
Because things that are captured and maybe being used for nefarious purposes should be let go.
And you're seeing two people being slammed together with telekinesis. Oh, he just drops them into it.
Okay, so, I mean, I let you out. You said you would think about stuff, and you knew you were going to kill some people in another place who put you there, but you said you would think about doing some nice stuff, and this is a chance.
Yeah, I've decided to do some art. And he looks over to a wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
Abstract.
Yep.
Very abstract.
Yep.
Okay. Shouldn't shouldn't the Tarrasque get a chance to make art?
So You want me to get the Tarask out?
You could be friends.
A pet Tarask.
No. No pets. Friends. Somebody made you their pet. Was that very nice?
They didn't make me a pet. They made me a power source. There's a very big difference. A power source is stuck in a single location. A pet can be a magnificent bulwark of destruction as I ride upon it and watch destroy things before me. And I give it treats.
How does it... Would you use your...
I would make a
It
metal
would
chalice.
be seeing me
Yeah.
like with
Yeah.
its tentacles as legs and a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
I'm like that. Oh.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Oh. Okay. Quick learner. Okay. I have another friend looking into it, but we may need help. So, would you be willing to help, Ivan?
If it doesn't cut into my schedule.
Well, this is a new schedule, and you weren't able to do it because your friend, me, helped you out when my friend said don't because you're scary.
So what Evie is seeing and what Denon is seeing is he's like looking at his shoulder and like drooling, like looking down at it.
Oh yeah, black is going into one eye.
Yeah. Like, she's just like,
Okay, so if it's a signal. Can you hear us, Neil?
it's still going. Like our audio's still going through.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You plugged in your sound.
No, that shouldn't be anything.
Yeah. So at least we're still having audio.
Neil, can you hear us?
Yeah, we still have audio on the stream.
I see him moving.
Can you? Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do.
He's moving.
We're not moving.
USB device not recognized.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
We just don't have our cameras.
Okay. Well, they're just frozen. All USB devices. Wow, except the microphone.
Technical difficulties,
Okay.
folks.
Cool. So what we will.
Please stand
So you finish your conversation.
I lost Neil.
Yeah, he's gone. Okay. He probably saw us frozen.
Yeah, he's thinking it's on his end. If you want to text him. Okay.
He's back. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Neil?
Neil! Can you hear us?
He's not hearing us.
We can hear you.
But we do have audio on the stream.
Yeah, which is
Weird. Interesting.
yes. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, I guess you're finishing up your conversation with Ivan.
Yep.
And Evie's watching this, and this is where we're end our session. So, alrighty.
This is your story. You gave me these powers.
Yeah, I know. So we're gonna end the stream here, and then we'll just converse for a little bit. Okay.
Alrighty.
See you guys next time. Hopefully we won't have this stuff going on.
Bye.